you say studs? I'm looking at those videos going, yeah. Okay, so this is what I got out of the last segment. We're selling crack. Boom. No? Okay. The B2B team is going to kill retail. Somebody please just tell me you got that on video. And if we need to make some extra money with business development, we can rent Nick out as a Bradley Cooper doppelganger. Okay, all right. One of my favorite parts of our business, and I have two. So this is one, and then the next segment is the second, is the field. There is an extreme passion, people wanting to better their lives, and they're willing to do some extremely difficult things personally and with people to get to their goal. The only way you can actually succeed in the field, which I just think is incredibly beautiful, you can only succeed if you help people succeed. So you can be the best sales rep, you can be the best owner, but if you can't build a team, actually you won't get to ownership. If you can't help other people get better, if you don't invest in your own personal development, there is no way you're successful. And our next speaker, as always, we'll call him up, hey, I need your help. I really want you to come and talk to our people about the business and how you see Sidcor. And as always, he's there. He's always there. When I think about one of the best examples we have in our business, perseverance, character, work ethic, like, whoa. And most importantly, this desire to help other people. One of his goals is to make sure that 10 people on his team receive that consultant bonus. He is an incredible example to all of us. We are really lucky to have him talking to us. Please get on your feet. Senior National Consultant, Jaime Hepp.
Donnie, I think that was Donnie. Well, my name is Jaime Hepp. I'm 45 years of age. I'm in my third decade in this business. I've worked here for 20 plus years of my life. My adult life has been completely influenced and shaped by people in this room. Gary, Vera, Jim, and Ken Gutnick in particular. As I look back at my life, I realize just how lucky I am to have these four architects sculpt and shape my values and help me think through the biggest decisions of my life. I run an ICL, historically one of Sidcor's highest producers. I have 50 plus ICLs that I work with in the United States. I work with another 6 in Canada. I have a beautiful wife, Joanne. She's the love of my life. She home birthed all my kids. She homeschools my kids 3 days a week, and we put them into a private school the other 2 days. She runs a blog called domesticconfessions.com, and we'll be starting a podcast by the end of the year. I'm a father of 3 wonderful kids, aged 9, 6, and 2. I'm the assistant coach of the Houston Astros in the Laguna Niguel Little League. I'm an Awana leader in my church. I live a very blessed life. I have a lot of gratitude to Sidcor. If it wasn't for my experience with Sidcor, I'm pretty sure my life would have turned out much, much different. I sincerely and wholeheartedly believe that Sidcor offers more personal and professional growth than anywhere on the planet. And I'm happy to be here with you today and share some of my thoughts. And I've got 3 thoughts for you today, and it's field, football, and formula. Got 3 thoughts, field, football, and formula. Let me start off with the emotional roller coaster of the field. And this is true for B2B, res, and retail. So you've got Vera running a morning meeting. She gets you fired up, as she does. I mean, she's a magnet, and we try to get our owners to do the same. You're fired up and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I can do this and I want to be successful. You drive to the field. You get to the field. No, 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 no. Man, people here are mean. No, 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 no. And this territory kind of sucks. No, 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 no. I don't really like what I'm doing. No, 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 no. I need to get a different job. No, 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 no. Is money even that important anyway? No, no, no. Yes, I can do this. I'm going to be a consultant. I'm going to buy my mom a house. Anybody's, those of you in the field are clapping, you know. Years ago, we did a survey. Like, we wanted to figure out, like, Vera can give you the stats if she wants on the amount of people that we hire and the amount of people that turn over. It's in the tens of thousands a year. It's a huge number. And so years ago, we wanted to do some analysis, like, why are people leaving exactly? How come people don't stick around? How do we get them to stick around longer? And my interpretation of the data is there were three things that were staring us right in the face that we got to fix. The compensation, the rejection, and the long hours. Now, compensation, Jamie the new guy. I'm new in the business. I come to a restaurant at the end of the day, I meet up with my girlfriend. And she says, how's your day? I said, well, I learned a lot. And she says, well, how much money did you make? Well, I made $6. And she whips out a calculator and says, you've been gone for 12 hours today, you made $6, you're making 50 cents an hour. Come on, Jamie, you're more intelligent than that, you're better than that. And I said, well, I don't need a calculator to figure out that $6 divided by 12 hours is 50 cents an hour. Now, sidebar for all you single guys, don't do that. That's not good. That doesn't help your cause. But in today's day and age, I mean, think about this. Best case scenario, you're on the retail program. And you, new hire coming in, you're either going to make minimum wage or commission the higher of the two. You're going to make McDonald's kind of pay or commission the higher of the two. The field is not a place where our guys are getting rich. At least not right now or yet. But it's not a place where reps are getting rich. Rejection. Jamie the new guy. Hi sir, how you doing today? Sorry to bother you. Well, don't then. Okay, that didn't go very good. Okay. Hi ma'am, how you doing today? My name is Jamie. 90 seconds later, she looks at me and she says, sorry, no English. I'm like, I've been talking to this woman for 2 minutes, and I couldn't tell by the dazed and confused look on her face that there was a language barrier. I mean, how much do I suck at what I'm doing? Just rejected, just completely rejected. Long hours. Now, some of you guys on Salesforce can snicker because there's a work habits button you can hit. You're like, work a full day. I mean, does 4 hours quantify a work a full day? I mean, I know there can be some of this thought. And, you know, over the last 20 years, I mean, I'm working somewhere between 12 to 14 hours a day. Well, it's not like our reps are putting 12 to 14 hours a day into the field. There is an enormous amount of time we're spending with our people outside of work. I'm sure you guys have heard of the 10,000 hour rule. Whatever you put 10,000 hours into, you'll be an expert at. Well, I want to, you know, I look at it a little bit different in the field. I mean, I look at it like it's the 10,000 chicken wing rule. You have to have 10,000 chicken wings with your people outside of work on the road to consultant. The acid test is go hang out with any consultant in the business, from Mateo, the youngest pup, to John Wiggins, who's been here the longest. Everybody is a killer at pool, darts, all the local bar sports you could play. Well, how'd you guys get so good? 10,000 chicken wings, my friends. I mean, it's not like we're trying to recruit the bottom of the barrel people in society that look at door-to-door sales like it's an upgrade from their last job. Oh, this door-to-door thing's actually pretty good. I kind of like going door-to-door. We don't hire people like that. So we sell hope. That's what we sell. We sell hope. Napoleon said that leaders are dealers in hope. Like, why should somebody work, I'll just pick on Quill. Why would you work on Quill going business to business when you could go get a job at Staples doing the same thing? You're going business to business selling office supplies. They'll give you a salary plus commission. Well, the answer to that riddle is hope, and we sell big picture, and we sell opportunity. We sell delayed gratification. Work now and play later. Suck it up now and enjoy the fruits of your labor tomorrow. Now the fruits, what exactly are the fruits? High income potential as an owner. We have some owners that can pull in some big numbers, and we'll showcase those people. Promoting owners, I mean, Vera and Gary just handed out $4-point-something million at a meeting a couple weeks ago, and there's a lot of promoting owner bonus money. Consultants, and sometimes maybe our people flash the cash a little too much. Maybe we got to work on that a little bit. Maybe sometimes it's an unrealistic picture that some of us are trying to live up to. You'll hear when you go into offices, you'll hear things like, I want freedom of time and freedom of money. You'll hear things like that. And that means to create a network of offices allowing you the freedom to work from your home or office, your choice, and the opportunity to make a boatload of money. The other fruit is, hey, listen, you'll have a fulfilling career coaching and developing others. So that's the magic, that's our secret sauce. And I want to come back to those big three monsters here. But first I want to transition into football. I want to go from field to football. But we'll come back to those three monsters. So we are a football team. Sidcor is the New England Patriots. Okay? Love me or hate me for saying that. I know I'm in Rams territory. I'm in Rams territory. Work with me on this, okay? Gary is Robert Kraft. Genuine man. People play their best for him because he cares and believes in his people and his customers, his fan base. Vera is Bill Belichick.
It's better looking.
Just a better looking version. She's an expert on both sides of the ball. The offense is the field. The offense are reps, owners, consultants. Drive the ball, drive the field, drive production, drive the dollar per rep, drive recruiting, drive the revenue. Get the results with integrity, no flags. Adam Dorfman is the Julian Edelman of our business. The first Jewish player to ever receive the honors of Super Bowl MVP. Tom Brady, the rest of us think we're Tom Brady. The rest of us think we're the greatest of all time, right? And the defense, well, the defense is you. The defense is Sidcor. The defense negotiates win-win-wins. The customer must win. The client must win. The field must win. And the defense attacks those three monsters. Compensation, rejection, long hours. Again, I'll come back to these three monsters and how the defense can attack those. But first, let's talk about how we can prepare each player. What's the formula for individual success? And this is true for the offense and the defense. The world says when you discover your passion, then the standard of excellence follows. We've all heard when you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. That may or may not be true. I don't know. The question I have, how are we mere mortals supposed to find our passions? And tougher yet, how are we supposed to find careers that cater to those passions? The answer that I've found over 20 years is to flip the script. Flip the script. The way to discover the passions and the careers that embody those passions is to flip it around. Buy into the standard of excellence, and then passions will be discovered. Have the attitude of I want to kill it in my current role. I want to be an expert in what I'm doing, and then opportunities are going to open up. It's kind of like great dating advice. Don't go looking for Mrs. Right, become Mr. Right, and Mrs. Right will find you. Opportunity and passion will find you. I was looking around in Sidcor, I was fishing around, looking for people that I could point to that have flipped the script. And there are a lot of them. Madison, Olivia, Austin, Rich, Vera, Crystal, and many others. I wanted to use Agnes. however. I want to point to Agnes. I know she's straight there. There's Agnes. Before Sidcor, Agnes was a Bud rep, Budweiser. This Bud's for you, right? Fun job, but there weren't any development opportunities. She comes into Sidcor in 2013, interviews with Olivia. In the interview, Olivia told Agnes there were limitless development opportunities, and she bit. And she trusted Olivia because she felt a different vibe, is what she says. She starts off as a compliance specialist. Okay, so where are my compliance people at? Come on, where are my compliance people really at? Oh, it went down. Okay. Go up. Okay, that's fair. Now, I've never walked a mile in your shoes, but I'm going to guess it's administratively daunting. You have to, administratively, and then you have to talk to upset owners about documents, not getting people compliant on time, and reps just simply being rejected. I asked Agnes in the 8 months that she worked in that department, she said she had about 100 conversations with owners and rejected reps, and she was being generous when she said about a quarter of those owners were cool. That means 3/4 were uncool. 75 not pleasant conversations. But she did an awesome job, and she got on Sidcor's radar. And then she gets promoted to the support manager on solar. Now, I'm not exactly sure that was a step up. Been promoted. You mean demoted? No, promoted, but work with me on this. So tougher than compliance for sure. She stepped up to the challenge in a role that Sidcor has never faced. Okay? She had to try to create a win-win for everybody. When Sidcor in reality had very little control. It was very difficult to meet the expectations of the customers, the reps, the owners, aka moi, the installers, the client. She had huge challenges with the client partnerships, but again, in her role, she did an outstanding job. Then she moves into L&D, learning and development. Had to learn all things Salesforce, had to go into the field in South Carolina in Jane's office and get into leadership. Currently, she's leading a crew of 3 people, manages all the logistics of the launch for Salesforce, works with the campaign teams and owners to see a productivity boost. Now, why is Agnes experiencing success at Sidcor? I asked her that question. Her response to me was, I'm not afraid to try new things. I love figuring things out. I genuinely love to help people. Olivia said Agnes is a very hard worker and consistently goes above and beyond expectations. Agnes is a great student. She's open for feedback. She's willing to stretch her comfort zone. She takes initiative to learn the business. Kelly said, if there's an issue and people are not sure who owns it, Agnes always steps into the leadership role and assumes the responsibility for solving the issue. Agnes does whatever it takes to succeed. She keeps grinding until she gets what she wants. She works weekends, she travels, and she keeps asking for more responsibility. Now, I'm not trying to embarrass Agnes here. I just want to make the point. When excellence shows up, then passion and an abundance of opportunity follow it. So this year, I've heard so many people complain that the Super Bowl was boring. Okay, I've heard people, oh, it was the lowest scoring Super Bowl, it was boring, and I heard the critics. I love the Super Bowl. I mean, you're walking into the fourth quarter with a tie ball game. The next 15 minutes are going to determine the championship. I mean, I don't know if you can get more exciting than that. It was a chess match between Belichick and McVay. And the defense put on one heck of a show. New England's Super Bowl victory was won by the defense. You guys know that. And when Sidcor's defense is great, the impact that you can have on the field with those 3 monsters looks like this. Pay. Accurate and timely pay and reporting. No surprises. Again, picture the owner dealing with these 3 big monsters on the turnover. A rep is expecting a check for 400, but it's only going to be 300 and we're scrambling. Man, if you button that up and you give us deadly accurate reporting and pay, you're really hedging that situation for us. holding the clients and installers accountable for following through on their part. Rejection. Can the defense play a role? I mean, think about this. Rejection. What can you do to handle our rejection? Can you go in the field for us? That's not what I'm asking you. Can the defense play a role in taking care of the customers that the offense brings to the table? Can the defense play a role in keeping those customers sticky? I think so. We need our clients to have a great reputation with their customers and our reps. When reps feel good about what they are selling, there's some magic to that. I saw it on solar. It makes the nose so much softer when we think the customer is making a terrible decision when they say no. Long hours, quick response times to the field, short, tweetable emails. If the email can't fit on Twitter, it can't fit in your email. No long scrolls. Our owners have the attention span of dogs. Squirrel. I mean, those are owners. Sidcor had its best year in 2018, and as you know, Sidcor has some huge goals and wild potential. My summary of what Gary was painting the picture, and these were his words that have been just stuck in my mind, to become the holy grail of customer acquisition. It's unbelievable. And so here's my challenge to you. My challenge to you is in the form of an acronym. Sidcor. C-Y-D-C-O-R. Ready for this, Vera? You ready for an acronym? Can your defense continue our run?
Yeah!
Can you do your part to be excellent, whatever your role is? Can the defense win us a championship the way it did for New England? I look forward to an amazing run with you guys. Thanks for having me today.